All right, come on. Can you read?
Is this really cool? Oh,
can I read?
Yeah, can you?
Can you host?
Just like Finn Wolfhard roasted Jimmy Fallon, here are some of the best and harshest celebrity comebacks. Like the time Tom Holland found out Anthony Mackie had never even seen Spider-Man.
I need to watch this movie.
You haven't seen Spider-Man Homecoming? I haven't seen the Falcon. Oh no, there isn't one. Sorry.
Is Kumail Nanjiani's multiple colors? Yes. Every shade of your mom's lipstick. And her butthole.
You might not know this, but Conan O'Brien studied at Harvard. Jennifer Garner tried to embarrass O'Brien when he said this word.
But there's a time when you snuck into the room to see what the...
I sneaked into the room. Snuck isn't a word, Conan. And you went to Harvard and you should know that.
Conan then pulled out a dictionary and proved her wrong.
What the hell? Look right here. Snuck. Past and past part of sneak.
Next up is Bill Burr. He couldn't say exactly what he wanted on a morning show.
I know this is a morning show. You can't bring up all those crimes.
But let's be real, he's never been one to shy away from confrontation.
Maybe you went a little too far, you know.
As far as what?
Well, they thought that maybe you were being disrespectful to the Christian religion.
Who did?
I'm telling you, you need to Google. You feel you were being
some...
disrespectful, or just you were just having fun with some of the crucifixes? And...
I don't even know what I mean, we did maybe 2 jokes about that?
Yeah, exactly.
Don't you think the Catholic Church went a little too far? More so than my cartoon. You can't bring up all those crimes.
You know what? Technically,
they just sort of kept moving them around. You know, like those killer whales at SeaWorld. After it kills a trainer, they'll then move it up to Seattle. They don't give them their background.
I don't think
you know what I'm talking about. It's a morning show. I understand.
Mayim Bialik from The Big Bang Theory is actually a neuroscientist, and this interviewer had no clue.
Being on The Big Bang Theory, how many people, not that you aren't a genius, but how many people think that you can solve calculus at the drop of a hat?
I actually was trained in calculus for several years. Yeah, I'm a neuroscientist, so you may not have known that. Yeah,
She is actually a neuroscientist.
I'm glad I asked.
She's been planning for this role her whole life.
Exactly, yeah.
With me, they want to debate. My life is harder.
Well, Stephen, here's what I want you to realize. A, you're lying. Nobody comes up to you, okay? Stephen A. Smith does not have one fan. There's never been a request for a picture. There's never been a request for a debate. You are you're snap finger famous. That's the guy, what's the guy that's on
Not everyone on X Factor handles rejection quietly. One contestant had a comeback ready for Demi Lovato.
It's just wrong. No, you know, I worked too hard. I worked way too friggin' hard for this.
A lot of people work really, really hard for their dreams, but it's not meant for everybody.
That's why you use auto-tune and I don't.
Actually,
I want to know who let you on stage.
Then we got a moment where even Gordon Ramsay was impressed by his students' comeback.
You guys cook like old people.
And I thought, my God, that came out of the blue.
Yes, chef.
Thank you, chef.
Can I join
You better be done, because if you smile fast enough, your lips will bleed.
I'm on fire! Bow, bow, bow!
Mike Tyson's story is one of real change. From a rough past to becoming more self-aware and calm, but even he has limits, like when a reporter brought up his criminal past during a live interview.
Now, some of your critics would say, you know, there's a race for mayor. We know you're a convicted rapist. This could hurt his campaign. How would you respond to that?
Hey, I don't know who said that. You're the only one I heard say that. And I don't have no comment to that. It's so interesting that you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit.
Hey,
with that comment.
Come on.
No, that was a piece of you. That was a piece of shit.
Doing live TV.
Man, I don't care. What are you going to do about it? Or more nerve-wracking for me to hear talking to a rat piece of shit like you.
Come on, Mike.
No, because you're a piece of shit.
All right.
You really
we're gonna wrap up this interview. Thank you for coming in.
You.
The weakest link was known for Ann Robinson's savage one-liners.
You're not gay?
I'm not, no.
Oh.
But one contestant flipped the script.
Howard.
Ann.
Are you more interesting than you look?
It's all in the mind, eye of the beholder, Ann.
What do you do?
I'm a business development manager for a large bank.
Okay. Tell me if there's anything interesting about your job.
Absolutely not. It's interesting to me, but I'm sure that it would probably go right over your head.
Okay, you're always very quick, are you, Howard?
In some things, yes. In other things, I like to take my time, if you know what I mean.
I've absolutely no idea what you mean. What do you mean?
Somehow, I don't doubt that.
You've stated that you believe there could be an infinite number of parallel universes. Does that mean that there is a universe out there where I am smarter than you?
Yes, and also a universe where you're funny.
Okay, all right. Look, if you're so smart, what number am I thinking
13.
of? It was 13. I was thinking of 13.
Chelsea Handler took a shot at Andy Richter with a fat joke, but it totally fell flat.
Do you go in the water or the ocean a lot? Or you? Because some people hate the ocean.
No, I like the ocean. I do. I like the ocean very much.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Do you float a lot in the ocean?
Then Andy clapped back with a line that shut it down completely.
Sure. What do you sink? It might be that cast iron heart.
Because I grew up in Albuquerque, what was there any cool places, anything that you liked being there? How was it? Because it's my hometown. So I want to know, how'd you like it? Well, did you have fun there?
Yeah, I'd go and visit your mother once in a while.
During an interview, Jay Leno kept pushing Chris Rock to admit his movies weren't that great.
Like, do you have to know all the movies? Is that
I've watched some of them.
Yeah.
You know, some of them.
Any clunkers? Anything you like? You don't like?
You know, they're good. There's some good ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you trying to get me to say, man?
But Chris saw right through it and fired back with this.
Well, any clunk? Anyone you
better than my movies? You know?
Well, that goes without saying. But anything.
Hey, you did a movie too.
I know. I did a lot of
your
bad
movie
movies.
went straight to audio.
What do you get when you give a teenager $200 million? A bunch of has-beens calling you a lesbian for 2 hours.
Judge Judy blew up in the late 90s and early 2000s. Most defendants played it safe, trying to avoid serious trouble, until one guy took the stand and completely flipped the script.
I have about 10 kids.
You have 10 children?
Yes, I do.
You're 21 years old. You have 10 children? With how many different women do you have these 10 children?
About
I'll give you
4.
a second, just a second. I don't want you to make a mistake. I'll let you think about it for a second. How many?
About 4.
About 4? What do you mean
Yeah.
about 4? What does that mean, about 4?
About 4 of them, including your daughter.
What are you talking about?
It was just a joke, man.
Let me explain something to you, fresh mouth. I'm the only one who makes jokes. And I'm not
This
making a joke.
might be your show, but this is my episode.
No.
The reason that you're saying that is because you know I slept with your mother.
Yeah, well, she didn't even bother to call you back. She thought your nickname was Big Willie, but turns out...
Another unforgettable moment with Gordon Ramsay happened on Hell's Kitchen, when a guest wasn't happy with their food.
Right, one fast one, New York State.
Yes, chef! Totally flat, no flavor. Second time I've had
Okay, thank you.
Chef!
Right, don't whistle at me, I'm not your fucking dog, yeah? You look more like a dog than I do. Will you? Woo, gotta get whistled at. Come here, boy, sit down.
Thank you. You told me to off.
He said it. I said it, and we both heard. And I said, well, we should go for him. And then you said...
You look so like Roger Federer. All I'm thinking is, why am I playing tennis?
Then we got a blooper from Parks and Recreation, where Chris Pratt delivers this line, completely surprising the rest of the cast.
Everyone loves a good comeback story, right? Seabiscuit, the Mighty Ducks,
Robert Downey Jr., who
Rocky.
else? Yes.
Kim Kardashian.
Kim, well,
In the video, she gets cum on her back, I think.
But one of my favorite moments is when Jimmy Carr shuts down a heckler. Just listen to this.
When's the comedy on? What's your name, sir? David. What's your favorite color, David? Blue. Okay. Seems like the fairest way to deal with you, David. There are so many things I could say. Okay, and you said to me, when's the comedy on? Well, it says if you want my comeback, you'll have to scrape it off your mum's teeth.
Start living up your fear. What are you afraid of?
Well,
I was going to go with flying, but I think I'll go with...
Girls over 12?
We all love Jay Leno, but let's be honest, he's got a unique look. Comedian Louis C.K. didn't hold back when Jay interviewed him.
By the way, I hope I can say this without insulting you.
Yes.
You're the weirdest looking person on the planet Earth.
Thank you. Thank you. That doesn't insult me at all. That's very kind.
I don't mean that as a negative.
No, it's the fact that I have a full head of hair. That's what's throwing you.
Well, sure.
No, but go ahead.
Jay,
I'm sure
if you weren't famous and you robbed a bank and the dude was describing you to like a police sketch artist, he'd be like, no, seriously, what did he look like?
There's this movie coming out, title undetermined at this point.
Chairman of the board.
Oh, all right. Do something with that, you freak.
I bet the board is spelled B-O-R-E-D.
Now you're just naming another black comedian. You're not even trying. You're not even trying.
That is great.
Tell you a little secret about Dwayne nobody knows.
He was wonderful in that.
Dwayne's got a tattoo right above his ass that says, "Come on."
If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps a lot. See you in the next one.